on the way. Super Bowl's on the way.
Hello?
Fernando.
I appreciate you calling.
We're going to be thrilled to make you the first pick in the draft here and welcome you to the dark side.
Thank you. Can't wait to reward.
Hey, Trade. Klint Kubiak. Congratulations.
Thanks, Coach. How you doing?
Hey, I'm great, man. Welcome, man. You can be a captain here, too. I know you've been a captain 3 different times. We need another captain here. What do you think?
Whatever you need, Coach. I got it.
Hello?
Hey, Dalton. John Spytek in Las Vegas. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you?
You want to come play with your own teammates, Dukes, in Las Vegas?
Coach, you know I do.
Hello?
Hey, Zeke.
Yes, sir.
You want to come to Las Vegas and be a Raider?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Hey, Zeke. Coach Kubiak here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Coach?
I'm great. Congratulations. Welcome to the team, man.
Appreciate you, Coach. Boy, you won't regret it. Appreciate you, Coach.
We're excited to have you, man. We need guys that can cover and take the ball away. Are you that guy?
Yes, sir. I'm that guy. Yes, sir. 100%.
Hey, Trey. John Spytek in Las Vegas. How you doing, my friend?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. You want to be a Raider?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, hey, we're really excited to have you. Love your toughness. Love the way you can play multiple positions in the same game.
Yes, sir. I can't wait.
Hello?
Hey, Mike. John Spytek with the Las Vegas Raiders. You want to be a Raider?
I do. Come on, let's do it.
All right. Well, you're in. You're on the dark side.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
We got a great plan for you. Billy, this is John Spytek. I'm a GM in Las Vegas. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. You want to get on a team and be a Raider?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. We need speed.
Man, I can't wait, man. We're gonna go crazy. Let's go, man.
Welcome to the Silver and Black.
We're gonna rock the hell out. I promise.
Make sure you keep improving when you get here. Got me?
Listen, I got you.
Jamad, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Coach. How you doing?
Man, I hope you're as fired up as I am to get you here, brother.
Welcome to the dark side, my friend.
Let's go! Let's go today! All that matters is today. Stay present, man. 3.5 hours, do this together, man. It starts with us, it ends with us. Hey, no cheers! Thing we got.
Thank you. God bless. Thank you guys for coming.
Kirk Cousins era has begun. Stop the quarterback controversy talk right now. Ian Rapoport just confirmed that the Raiders' official game plan, Cousins is almost locked in at QB1. And them Raiders is officially redshirting the number 1 overall pick, El Capitan Fernando Mendoza. But here's why the Raider Nation shouldn't expect any camp battles this summer. Welcome to Bart. Welcome to Bart. It's your boy, Black the quarterback, a.k.a. the Raider bad guy. I hate to be that guy, but I gotta be that guy. Remember I told y'all what these are? Those I told you so. So I don't want to, sometimes you got to let people know because they have, selective amnesia or they don't remember because it's just, a lot of information overload. I think I remember telling y'all way back in April 3rd. How many months ago was that? April, May, June, July, all of April, all of May, all of June. 3 months, 3 and a little over a month, 3.5 months, 3 less than a half months. Let's just say 3 months. QB1 was going to be for Nando's not to win, not to do a training camp battle, none of that. I told y'all that was coach speak. Now, if y'all want the inside game, will I always be giving? Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. This is a special day today anyway. This is a very special day anyway. I want to thank a few of y'all. But I ain't going to even get into that right now. Today is a special day because we're going to get into it. Let me take the I told you so's off. Because I want to be able to get to a point in this season when I put these on, I don't have to say it. Y'all just know, there we go. You putting on I told you so's. QB1. So I guess it takes the professionals to say it in order for some people to kind of receive the information. I know there's going to be a small group that's going to still have issues with understanding that this is not a quarterback competition going into camp. But Ian Rapoport then came out. What's the other dude name? Palanterio or whatever his name is. I got the video clip of him saying it anyway. I got the information. I got the education. Tommy P, I think whatever they call him. We're going to listen to what they say. But I've been already saying I was trying to get us ready for this, but I'm excited that they did get this out before training camp even started. So good job, Raiders. Good job, Coach Kub and the squad. Now, hey, don't be a fair Raider. Hit that subscribe button. You're on the BART, the Bay Area Raider Talk. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Pay your fare. Come on, y'all. Don't be cheating. Don't be cheating the BART, man. But we're gonna get into it though, because this is gonna be kind of like a little what's up with Jack Gustav. This is gonna be like a precursor to camp, because camp is gonna start at the end of this week. So people starting to get excited. And like I said, I'm glad this came out when it did. Now, let's take a listen to Ian Rapoport telling people what he thinks is happening from the perspective of the franchise.
Las Vegas Raiders, and do they really have a QB battle is an interesting conversation. Obviously, Fernando Mendoza, #1 overall pick. Certainly seems like the way they are planning, the way they're hoping for it to all be, is for Kirk Cousins to be the starter at the beginning of the season, throughout this season, and at the end of the season, because that means he is playing well, it means he has stayed healthy, and it means Fernando Mendoza can just sit there and learn. And if that is the way it goes for the Raiders, that is absolutely fine. But it's not a guarantee. And the reason I say that is because we have seen this in the past. You say, all right, well, we're going to sit this rookie, probably not going to play, he's going to learn. What if Mendoza hits the ground running so fast and so well that they say, this guy has to play? It might not be game one, but it could be early in the season. And if that is the case for the Raiders, that also was excellent news. Does make it a little awkward in the QB room, but still news that the #1 overall pick is exactly who they hope.
Oh, this is the whole thing, right? It's not going to make the QB room awkward because they already knew their roles, except for, well, maybe I ain't going to say AOC didn't know his role because he came out and said he wanted to be a starter. He essentially playing his role because he's going to be auditioning for other squads this preseason. That's why I mentioned if you see a lot of snaps from AOC, it's not because that they're considered starting him week one. It's because it's an audition. It's giving teams game tape, and it's actually in his favor because it's not even against like first team defenses or blitzing schemes and stuff like that. So it's in his favor. So if you see a lot of snaps from AOC, just know what that means, because you're not going to see that many from Kirk Cousins. I kept trying to repeat this. I was hoping that we understood this, but I see now, I guess we're starting to embrace that. Been saying it for the last couple of weeks. Even I think people are starting to kind of turn the corner on that, and also they understood it because you stop hearing less and less about AOC starting. This is before camp. Camp haven't even started yet, and this is kind of how it's being set in the cement. So I'm happy about that. So we don't have to be so distracted, but it doesn't even matter because Coach Kubiak is not going to be listening to the Raider Nation when it comes to running this football team, which I love.
The quarterback competitions, do they include the Raiders, Tom? Yes or no?
I would say this, Rich. Not much shocks me in this league. I would be very surprised if Fernando Mendoza starts out of the gate. Klint Kubiak said this way back in the spring that he believes in allowing a young quarterback to sit. There's a big transition in terms of coming from that Indiana offense that, very much RPO based, and you're throwing into wide open windows. It's not under center. There's a bunch of things he has to get better at. And you brought in.
Hold on, let me stop that right there. There's a big difference between running an RPO and running a NFL offense. That was like part of the reason why I knew that when they said will the best player come in and start, like it's a no-brainer that Kirk Cousins is the best player of the two when it comes to playing NFL quarterback, whether he's 37 or not. Like, I don't understand that people think 37 is the end of the road. But yeah, so running RPO, all you're doing is reading essentially the end. That's not reading defenses. That's like a play. Like it's like he perfected a play style based on one kind of main component play. In the NFL, it's much more vast than that. And to expect him to learn all that to a level that Kirk Cousins has, I mean, just even in the book, just even in the basics of it all, Kirk Cousins is going to have the advantage. Even Aiden O'Connell is going to have an advantage. Aiden O'Connell is a smart quarterback. He's had several different coordinators that he had to learn. It's not that he didn't know the play. It's just that his mobility is his limitation. Macho Man Randy Average, what's up with you, brother? 37 would have been the end of the road 30 years ago, but with the rules now, quarterbacks can play into the 40s. Yeah, absolutely. People don't understand they did this with Tom Brady and your boy Peyton Manning, and it just prolongs the shelf life of those quarterbacks in general, which only makes the league more money.
Kirk Cousins, who's got a history with Klint.
Does make it a little awkward in the QB room, but still new.
And you brought in Kirk Cousins, who's got a history with Klint Kubiak. Now, the moment that Fernando Mendoza goes out there, and if he plays well in a preseason game, we'll all be talking about it. Klint Kubiak's going to get questions, but Clint's not on social media. He's not watching this show. He's not watching ESPN. He's not seeing the various debates. He is going to be very much of that same mind. Again, stranger things have happened here, Rich, but from everything that I understand, like the conviction, the way that they're built right now, is that Kirk Cousins is going to be the starter at the beginning of the season, and entirely possible it's at the end of the season as well. And that's as much a reflection of where the Raiders are programmatically as anything to do with Fernando Mendoza. They don't really have the infrastructure. They've got some things that they've got to figure out. They've got really young, talented players at running back with Ashton Genty, at tight end with Brock Bowers. They've got some different guys, and they're figuring out the wide receiver roles. The offensive line is still a work in progress. To be able to sit behind Kirk Cousins, watch him operate that offense, that's going to do more, in their opinion, than forcing Fernando Mendoza out there right out of the gate. We'll see how the season plays out. We'll see where we are in November and December. But my full anticipation sitting here right now in mid-July is Kirk Cousins will be the starting quarterback of the Raiders.
Okay.
Okay. So all offseason, a lot of y'all was quoting this guy and quoting, and I get it. Sometimes when they say some things, it's something to listen to. What's up with Jack Yates? What's up with AKA Freddie? Sometimes, hey, so I'm like, listen to what they saying now. Listen to these guys. If y'all ain't gonna listen to me, listen to these guys. If you want to listen to me, you're gonna be ahead of the curve. Not to say I know everything, but I'm just saying some things. If I'm very convicted on something and I'm laying out all the reasons why, and those reasons aren't being shot to pieces a little bit at a time, then that's probably what's going to end up happening more than likely than not. Not every time, but just more likely than not. It's in your feelings Monday. Oh y'all like last Monday it lived up to top billing, y'all. In your feelings Monday. I don't know if y'all missed it, but it was a good Monday though. Because this Monday something very special happened. I like to say shout out to all the people that helped me get to this point. Business Decision Sports is officially monetized, you dig? We worked hard in the off season. I was monetized at one point and then I lost it because of some things. I had to start all over. And I started in the off season when it wasn't no news. Grinded through it, not just a Raider fan when things go good. I've helped a couple content creators along the way. Some have less than me, some that got more than me. Now they feeling themselves again. Congratulations. Now I'm officially in the game myself. I've done a lot of shows on my own. I'm bringing Fight Club to Fight or Flight Club to Raider Nation. I don't care if it's going to be two of us or four or 400 or 40. We're gonna have a debate show where we could debate without people being in their feelings. Now you can be passionate all you want. It's gonna be structured. It ain't gonna be ghetto. I got some things planned. So hit the like button. So I want to thank y'all for helping me get monetized. I want to thank Pizzle for standing 10 toes down like a real one. Wasn't just a YouTube buddy. Hit a brother up to see what's going on with a brother just because. Which ultimately part of the reason why me and the other guys are not together, because I guess I wouldn't pick sides. So it's good. I want to thank you guys for hey, yeah, but Macho Man, you already know we had this thing cracking once a time. Now I'm about to bring the guys back. I had to do the work first because it wasn't their fault that we lost the monetization, because I had to go off YouTube for an extended period of time. And in this thing, if you don't stay on it, you lose it. And some other stuff happened. So I had to get it back together. So Macho Man, the guys is going to be back. Believe that. Willie Wayne was good. Yeah. Now, they're saying that if Mendoza just for some reason come in training camp and light it up, look, if he come in and light it up, that just means we're closer to what we need. And then we need him to do the necessary. So then we can really get rid of AOC for somebody while his contract is on the way out. But I just knew they wouldn't have brought Kirk Cousins in here if he was going to be a backup. That just didn't make sense at all. Essentially, Mendoza got to earn it. And he's going to earn it by learning it. So a lot of people talked about Kirk O'Chains. I call him Cousin Kirk. His contract. Now let me explain this to y'all. It's more of this than what I've been hearing. If for whatever the reason we want to keep him and bring him back, for whatever the reason, however you feel about it, if they want to bring him back, the Raiders have a club option that they can deny, which they are going to deny. They just structured the contract the way they did so they can get him under the salary cap and it don't affect nothing else. So we can give Mendoza his money, make sure we cleared for Max coming back, make sure our money is right, and all, which is normally not right. So we like tricking off money. We was paying like 5, 6 coaches at one time. I don't know how many coaches we paying right now. Chip Kelly got chipped off, and he only played like 9 games. He only coached like 9 games. Made more money than all the head coordinators, but either way it go. So if he want to come back, we'll deny the club option. Go back to the drawing board, be like, hey, this is what you worth to us, 20 million, 25, whatever. He gonna either sign it or he gonna walk. Or we might just let him go about his business, similar to my home situation when Alex Smith was balling that year. He had 4,000 yards. They got rid of him. They traded him to Washington Commanders, aka the Redskins, and the Mahomes era began. So it's not above me that the Raiders would do that. I just think the Raiders will bring him back if that's the case. If he wins 8 or 9 games, especially like 9 games, we're gonna bring him back. That's just what I'm thinking. I could be totally wrong on that. No, I could be totally wrong on that part. But if we wanted to, we can restructure his contract. So I don't know. Like I saw at the beginning of the video, they said Mendoza was benched. How was he benched? He wasn't never even starting. It was his job to earn, not his job to be given just because he was the number 1 quarterback. Remember, I told y'all, what's the number, y'all? 24, 82. Was it 25, 82, and 2? What's the other number? 17, 47, and 2. Those are the records when you put the number 1 pick that's a quarterback out there. So we weren't doing that. It just didn't make sense logically. So J-Ro, what's good with your brother? Captain Kirk, the play this season seems to be the staff's plan. Yeah, it was always the plan. The staff's plan. They came out and told us that, but that's why I couldn't understand. Like, why is everybody? But now I understand why everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people were doing that. I get it now. I get it now. Now I get it. Now I get it. They don't care about reality and the truth, and sometimes some of this is just kind of like Fantasy Island, I guess. They like to go on the emotional roller coaster. It's kind of like it's fun for them. I'm looking at it as like a player, GM, or something of that sort. I'm not looking at it like from a fandom. We got a lot of work to do before I enjoy what we doing. I'm enjoying the process, though. I'm loving the process. That's how I know. If you do certain things in the process, when it's time to do those things, then they're going to naturally kick into place. Yes, he can absolutely win with this team. He can definitely absolutely win with this team. So we need to stop listening to the media talk about, oh, this is a waste for first round pick. How is it a waste, man? What would be a waste if we put that boy out there and he don't play right, and then he get hurt? That would be crazy. Like, when we don't have to do that. We're in the position where we actually have a competent bridge quarterback. So it's interesting to see if these people they're going to flip and be pro Kirk Cousins, which I hope so. I hope so, because I know that it's some fans out there that last week and 2 weeks ago they couldn't stand Max Crosby, hate Max Crosby, hate Max Crosby. Everything he did was on their nerves and it just irritated their inner soul and everything. And now this week they love him. I'm juiced with it. Maybe it was my intro. Maybe it was my Max Crosby based intro. Maybe it was that. So I'm loving it. I don't care. I don't care if people like bite off me or take something from me and put their own twist or try to implement. I don't care. It don't bother me. It ain't no ego thing with me. I'm a leader. That's supposed to happen. I'm just saying, like, are we gonna have the same love for Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins? Can we have a love for Kirk Cousins now, or are we gonna hate on Kirk Cousins? Because I want. Because what I was saying is, look, as a quarterback, you want the franchise pro you. Like when you walk in a building, you're the biggest dude with the biggest sack. You don't have to act like that, but you're supposed to walk around with that air of confidence. And I know that Kirk Cousins already have that swag. Already. Kirk go chains. He don't win in the big games. So what? That mean he can't win a big game now? He might need the love of Raider Nation. But see, I understood the love of Raider Nation ain't like it used to be. So I gotta go on and get the little 300 soldiers that's left and do the thing, because I understand. I thought we all was created equal, but I found out I'm so glad I went in these YouTube trenches. I'm glad I went into this Raider YouTube trenches to see how it really was, because from the outside looking in, it was looking terrible. Now I know why it's why the way it is. But it's a lot of real ones out there, and that's what this channel is for. So you can have 50, 500, 1,000 people in the chat, and I can have 5. If all 5 of them is on some real Raider town, LA, Vegas hype, I'm talking about for real, then I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with that. But some of the people out here just doing it for the clicks and to pay some bills. Of course, we want to pay bills on. Oh yeah, I can get super chats now. I'm excited about that, because I'm really more excited about the membership thing I'm about to open up. Go crazy. I'm glad to see people stepping their game up, doing things that they wasn't doing before I'm starting to put that pressure on. And the cold part about the pressure is I was the one hyping you up to do it. This particular person. And for the rest of y'all, like I said, y'all better step y'all game up. Please give us new intros, all you OGs and all that. Give us new intros. This is a new era, new commitment to excellence. I've been coining this way back in April, when I was telling y'all about Kirk Cousins. The thumbnail literally says Kirk Cousins will start week 1. And I understand people are gonna be mad and say he think he arrogant and he all. That's why I just want to put the glasses on and be like, I told y'all so. I want y'all to be able to tell people so too. Because I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I'm not the smartest guy on the internet. A lot of y'all smarter than me. I get some of the game from y'all. I just know how to suck the game. I was born under the game. I'm from the game. I am the game. So you can't kick me off nothing. You hurt yourself. Kirk can still win even though he's older. Yes. That's why I like keeping it real. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Kirk Cousins. So I just hope we get beyond Kirk Cousins, and I'm excited about that, for real, for real. Let's see. How long have I been on here? Okay, dirty 30. All right. Because I'm gonna be on later tonight with the good Raider. We're gonna talk about the team as a whole going into the camp. We're gonna talk about what Gruden was talking about when it comes to the Raider. Still got us last in the division, but is that something that we should be looking at right now? We'll talk about that tonight. We will talk about that tonight. So I want to do like 5 players, my top 5 players that we overrate. The people we got our radar goggles on for. Who do y'all think? Who do y'all think is overrated going into camp like this? And when I say overrated, I don't mean like they garbage or nothing like that. I'm just saying we put a little too much on it. We're just putting a little bit too much on. You know, sometimes you can put a little too much spice on it, and it just turns it into something not as appetizing. Yeah. Let me give y'all my top five. Top five. I'm gonna start with Kirk Chains. Overrated. Just to show y'all how objective I try to be. We're gonna put Kirk Cousins on there. He's a little overrated because I had to come out and be like, look, y'all, Kirk Cousins is really him because how many times? 7 times he's done for 4,000 yards. I know I don't know anybody else that was saying that, but I had to stamp that because when I'm looking into it, I'm like, I like Kirk from afar. Like, I've seen him play some games, whatever. Appreciated his game because he was pretty consistent. I don't go looking at the stats like that because the stats tell a story, not the story. But you do need to know a story about what this player is about. So I got to looking, and I was like, man, you got 4,000 yard seasons. How many does the Raiders have? Out of all their quarterbacks in history, 6. 4 for Derek Carr, 1 for Carson Palmer, and 1 for Rich Gannon. Only 6? And he got 7? Right? That doesn't Kirk. Oh, I see you. Let's look at your interceptions to touchdown. Oh, okay. You're not even prone to throw interceptions like that. Also, when you had that bad year the year before last, where you just had a couple touchdowns over your interceptions, that's a bad year. That's an outlier year. But generally, you 2-1, 3-1, 2.5-1. Okay. So if you just come in and just do what you normally do, then we can do some things over here. We're gonna win more than these 4 games that everybody was talking about back then. But now everybody talking 10 wins and all that, which is fine. I'd rather hear y'all say that than the 4 wins or I'm not going to put too much on it because I just know that when I think highly of ourselves, we let ourselves down. Yeah, look who y'all was putting y'all faith in. Josh McDaniels? Y'all was putting y'all faith in AP? Like first time coach? Y'all was putting y'all faith in Pete Carroll, which I can understand, but y'all took what he said all out of context. Yeah, just be prepared. We're gonna win a bunch of games. Yeah, coach, you every year you get 10 wins. Yeah, I've had 10 wins my whole career, so they expect us to win a bunch of games. We're gonna win 10 games. Like, no, that ain't what he meant. Remember, we wasn't even supposed to be looking at the record this year. Even if he meant that, we weren't supposed to look at the record this year and be like, okay, next year get us 10 wins. Because you was supposed to be here for 2 years. So I could see you having a little confidence in that. But then once y'all saw Chip Kelly was on the roster, then y'all should have known. How y'all should have known? Because I was telling y'all. Last year on Red or Ben show, all of them kept wanting to just argue me down like they always do. But I'm the rude guy, the bad guy, the aggressive guy. And then the sabotage was on. Then, Geno Smith. Then after the season come out, Chip Kelly out there calling plays that they ain't even practice. Putting them in formations that they ain't even familiar in. Like, because he wanted Geno Smith to lose his job, and he bringing his own quarterback and sabotage your boy Pete Carroll and become the head coach. You know, people thought he was going to be the head coach. He was the incumbent, or he was supposed to be the head coach to hire after that. Ray Flores was good with you, brethren. Dink, let's see what y'all talking about. But yeah. So Kirk Cousins, we overrating Kirk Cousins because, you know, his age, his injury. He's 2 years removed now. declining numbers. That's what y'all saying. He's declining. His numbers declining. So next person I'm gonna say is AOC. That's another player we overrate. And you guys can't argue me that one because we start off here this offseason with it, and now he over here with it. Like and then he on life support because now that we redshirt Mendoza, the fans will be like, "Well, he's the number 2 quarterback." Like y'all know he not the second best quarterback on this roster, right? He nice though. We got the best quarterback room in NFL. That's amazing because we went from not having no quarterbacks to having the best quarterback room in the NFL. Why y'all can't just be excited about that? We want to over-evaluate things like AOC could start. Like what? He never had a chance to. What you mean never had a chance? Didn't he come in when AP put him in and put Minshew on the bench, and then he got hurt? Yeah, but that was different. That one time in Smoke Backyard, that was different. Yeah, but then he come back and then he got to start some more, and then why you always bringing up old stuff? So we need to I've been saying this for the last couple of years about AOC. Like I don't, bro. I like AOC what he brings to the table, but if you cannot stay on the field as a quarterback, I don't care who you are. It could be Mendoza, it could be Kirk Cousins, it could be Geno Smith. You see what happened to him when he got hurt? He came back 2 games later because it was hitting him all year long. Do you think Mendoza can take that? Do you think AOC could take that? Especially not AOC. He definitely not taking that. Take that. Take that. Take that. So he's a capable backup until Mendoza is ready. But he can't beat out Kirk Cousins. I mean, this is why he's probably the top person on my list is because then I hear people say stuff like he was better than Joe Montana in his first whatever years. He's elite, better than these Hall of Famers, and I'm like, what? Boy, no, I like him, but no, let's not go there. It's not go there. It's a difference. It's a difference between knowing the sport and knowing the game. There's a difference between knowing the sport and knowing the game. Which one are you? Do you know the sport or do you know the game? The game within the game. Or do you just know the sport? Let's look at the comments now. I want to shout out to y'all because y'all are the best. The chat rated. Okay. Said Nation Black Talk that and what you believe in. Yeah, you got to. Right? Yeah, thank Raider Ryan. I don't even, bro. It would be insane if you agree with everything I said. I don't even agree with everything I say. I'll be checking if I think something based on information that I had or whatever, I have to go check it myself. I'll be like, hold on, man. You said what? You think what? Hold on, man. Let me check that. Let me fact check that. Just like I fact check the rest of the stuff that people be saying. If something's a bold claim or out of the ordinary, then it should be able to be checked. I don't like people walking around me being wrong, and I don't like being wrong. And if I am wrong, I want to be on the way to being right because I'm around people that know right. Not because everybody around wrong, but want to make us feel right. Feel right. You see, I love Mendoza and can't wait till he's ready. It'll be special. Yeah, I can't wait either. Me as a fan, I want to see him go out there, but I want to see him go out there and succeed. I don't want to see him going through the typical struggle, Raider BS that we put players through. I don't want to see that. We actually doing things right in a comprehensive way. Remember, I always say you win championships from the top down, not the player up. And that's how we're doing it from the top down. So that takes time, especially if you've not always been doing that, because that doesn't guarantee you a championship. What that does put you into the situation where you can be in reach to get that championship. We haven't been in the reach. You want to know why? Because only our players can. You can't outplay the system. If the system ain't high level, then you're not going to play at a high level. Sorry, it is what the TI is, man. I'm here to give y'all the GA and me, man. That's my role. Serving game is my occupation. Shout out to Mac Mall. So it's over now. I've just been waiting to get monetized, and because YouTube be kind of finicky with me, and I've just been waiting to get monetized so I can give y'all this good game and these good shows and these good everything I have for y'all. The membership, the Fight or Flight Club. I have to hurry up and put that out there before people take that idea. Because I've been sharing things with people trying to help build and collaborate with them, but I guess it can only be one chief or one alpha in the room. So I guess I gotta be big dog then. I gotta be big dog. Sorry. But big dog don't mind running in the pack. I ain't gotta run in the pack though. I don't have a pack mentality. But I want to have a gang of dogs. You ain't never just bent the corner and it was a gang of dogs and you was like, oh, I'm not going down that street. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how Raider Nation supposed to be. But I can't run with poodles. So number 3 though on this list, Mike Mayer, man. I like Mike. I like Eminem, but I'm hoping he ball out this year a little bit. I mean, he only had like 1 touchdown last year because we were saying he was him before we got Bowers, right? He's supposed to have been him, and I'm like, and him out of that. Well, I'm seeing solid tight end, but I'm not seeing him. Now, with this personnel that we will be running, though, he got an opportunity to really showcase his skills. Because I really do like the fact that he blocks and he's all over the field. He does all the things. So I'm not saying get rid of my mans, but I'm just saying I think that we just little evaluate him a little too high because we compare Gronk and Hernandez to Brock Bowers and Mayers. And I'm like, slow down, Turbo. Just slow down, Turbo. Just slow down. So, Mike Mayer, I like him though. I do. I do. Let's see. Got one more on the list. I got 2 more on the list. 1, 2, 3. I got 2 more on the list. Let me see what y'all holler. Kirk winning or playing would be at Fernando's expense. At Fernando's expense. Oh well. Okay. All right. I'll bite. Yeah, it's at Fernando's expense. You want to know why? Because this is the Las Vegas Raiders, not the Las Vegas Fernandos. He's not the franchise. He's not even the franchise player yet, y'all. So yeah, it's at his expense. Sorry. Yes. Kirk Cousins. Sometimes you got to spend a little to get a lot. It's not linear. Everything's not linear. Straight trajectory. Yeah, it's at his expense. Yes. The quarterbacks since 2018, 14, 47, and 2. Quarterbacks in the last 10 years, 25, 82, and 2. So at what expense? What expense are we calling? What, 3, 4 games? Okay, I'll pay that to keep my franchise quarterback learning so we could do what we see actually work instead of what everybody actually doing, which is, oh, just throw them out there. A lot of them teams got to throw their number 1 out there because they don't have somebody competent to sit in and bridge the gap for them. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at his expense. Yes, I clearly remember you stating the quarterback situation with the Raiders with your accounts of Rick Swing. Rick's stream the other day. Yes, yeah, I've been saying it. I've been saying it. Macho Man Randy Average. It's my bro. I love that name for real. You keep it real, man. A lot of people talk from a biased position. That's why I watch as the Steelers fan. Because you look at it logically and try not to be emotion into try not to bring emotion into the discussion. Yeah, and I'm not saying you should be void of emotion, but as men, we should prioritize logic and then filter in the emotion. We be leading with emotion and then don't and be absent of logic or want to try to put logic in the emotion. Thinking like how women think. Women think like they prioritize emotion first. You can always tell when they get to say, I think Mendoza should, or I feel like Kirk Cousins should. It's a difference between I think and I feel. Whenever I listen to these people, be like, man, I just feel like, I'll be like, man, why you don't want Kirk Cousins to start, man? I just feel like if you say, I think that, and I'll be like, oh, really? How'd you come to that conclusion? But if you'd be like, I feel like, I'd be like, oh, you just don't like him. Or you just like them, or you biased, or whatever. It's not that you think something; you just feel something. Yeah, but I'm bringing back Josh. You already know, so that way we can have Steeler fans, Cowboy fans, and Raider fans on here, which is a good collaboration because all those are storied franchises. I want to see the running backs get loose. I absolutely want to see the running backs get loose. Black, it's all good, bro. Let your thing build organically. It will. You know what? Thank you. I appreciate it. I am too. Damn. I was doing that already, but then, I was invited. And then I wasn't invited. It's cool. Because now I know why I was irritated. And I'm gonna do a whole show for my members. I don't have no members yet, but as soon as I get a couple members, I'm gonna put up there, or I might just do it anyway. Just so that way my members could just have a video when they come to the membership. I'll explain exactly how it really went down. How you throw Black from the train. How Pizzle got thrown from the train. But y'all might not even care. So I might not. But anyway, I might do it just to catalog it. Just like I catalog that Mendoza was not going to be the number one quarterback week one. I said Kirk Cousins was. So 2 more people on our list. You guys might be shocked about the last one, but the one before that is Darian Porter. Darian Porter, projected starter. Agree to disagree? With who? Agree to disagree with who? We ain't gotta agree to. You talking about me and them, or me and you? Oh, you talking about the quarterback situation? Well, it's not even agree to disagree because. Well, I'm just gonna see if that's what you're talking about first. Darren Porter, though. If you want to come, if you want to pop up, I could give you the link. I can give you the link today, though, for sure. I ain't forgot about you, bro. I definitely can give you the link if you want to pop up. Darian Porter. He's projected starter over there in the corner. Now, I didn't see enough over there to be like year 2 stick him over there, especially when we got like a Masses over there. I don't know. Now, He's not that far off as I may think because he does have an advantage because he's not scared to tackle. And maybe that year or two will, help him turn the corner. And it's a trip because he's a raw talent. And I really, really like the fact that he played wide receiver, right? Which I don't have a knock about that because I did the same thing. As a wide receiver, I wanted to play corner. Because it was like that's how I understood how to play wide receiver extra, extra good. Because if you understood what corners were doing, then you can kind of know how to counter that as a better wide receiver. So same thing with playing quarterback. The reason why I play quarterback is I want to see what do the quarterbacks see. Because I know I'll be open all the time, as all receivers are. And I'm like, why you don't see me all the time? And then I found out why the quarterback don't see me all the time. Because the quarterback be running for his life. So him transitioning from wide receiver to corner is just an athleticism thing. He's an athlete. He's an athlete. So I like to see him go ahead and see if he can really earn it in camp. Like one of the things, this is one of the camp battles I will be looking at is that corner position. I was saying that quarterback, y'all waste y'all time looking at that. I can already tell y'all how that's going to play out. They told us how it was going to play out. It's not that I'm Negro Domus or somebody. It's just I just know how to listen and pay attention, and I know a little bit of coach speak when I hear it. But yeah, Darian Porter is definitely I wouldn't say he's a starter. Still overrated. I think Masters can come in and take his position. I mean, like Jamal McCoy is really his to win. To be honest, like I even heard some people say that he gonna be better than Stokes. That we can trade Stokes next year. I'm like, dang. Why we gonna try to get good this year a little bit or start getting good this year and then get rid of the players? Like that don't make sense to me. Like Colton Miller, people like, well, next year. Like, why would you get rid of your left tackle when you're gonna start your franchise quarterback? Presumably, start him. Why would you change the left tackle then? That wouldn't be the time you would want to change the left tackle. You would want to change him before you put him in, just like how you're not putting him in right now. So I'm not feeling getting rid of Stokes, getting rid of JPJ, getting rid of Colton Miller. You know. Milo Hunt says, I used to watch you on other people's show and always said this brother is too real for them. You know what, bro? It's interesting you say that, right? Because I don't go in there trying to act like that. But the other day, well, not the other day, it was like yesterday. I was like, I know I was irritated, but I was irritated at the fans. I wasn't necessarily irritated with them so much, but it was like we would have these conversations and then we would be over here and it would sound like that. But then when we go live, it would sound like that. And now I'm irritated because I'm like, wait a minute, are you purposely not listening or are you just ignoring what's going on or what's going on? Like I'm irritated low key, right? I'm low key irritated like these same goofy talking points. Especially if we're supposed to be the group of people that know ball. Like I'm associated with this. Like, so I'm irritated a little bit. If you don't like the person and you just want to go off on the person, that's cool. But don't get mad when I give you some pushback. Because the person ain't here to defend themselves. To see me the way I'm always gonna be the person that fight for the person in the darkest corner. I've been that guy in the darkest corner a lot of times. So I'm gonna always fight for that person. That's why I don't do bullies and I don't do trolls. I don't have to spaz out, but I'm gonna acknowledge you, like, bruh. But whoever it is, I'm saying, is doing that. Not nobody in particular. But shout out, I appreciate you saying that though. I appreciate that. Yeah, we almost had the same list. Oh, really? I think if McCoy pops, Porter becomes the new Paul Mall and as a backup for Chin. And you know what? That might not even be a bad idea for him though. Because he's young, he would so then by about year 3, he'll be so complete. I'm talking about after year 3, he'll be so complete because he be then played corner and got toasted up. So he know the speeds of the game now. He be then played this year. He'll be then played a little corner, a little safety, and then next year playing more a little safety. Then he'll be able to be like Stoops. It could be a backup for 10 or Stoops. Even Dawson Johnson, but he might not want to be a backup for somebody younger than him, though. Yeah. Well, what's good with you, brother? I missed you already, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. He said, I'm glad that because you're going to say something that you always make me think, bro. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I'm old enough to remember watching football before Madden was invented. See, some youngsters don't know the difference between the two. That's why I be saying what I be saying about Madden. Like y'all think this is Madden, and y'all don't even play Madden right. Like the fourth downs. Like I'm so nice at Madden because I remember I've been playing Madden before a lot of y'all was born. Like you said, I'm so happy that I'm old enough to know the difference. Like even on Madden when you used to go for it on fourth down, you could be open sometimes and you'll drop the ball because you're not supposed to go for it on fourth down. But people just kept forcing it, going for it on fourth down. I'm like, what is this, Matt? Like when they start doing it in the NFL. Like the game is not designed for you to go for it on fourth down. It's not. It's designed for you to punt the ball on fourth down. But people be trying to shortcut the game, reinvent the wheel and all the stuff. And it always comes down to the same elements all the time. That's what I'm saying. Do you know the game or do you know the sport? So I'm with you on that, brother. I mean, if you all know the difference. People really think this is Madden. That's why the love for the player is now bigger than the team now. Because you want to be able to plug and play players all the time. Raider first down. What's good with you, bro? Frank, thanks, brother. When you actually had to read newspaper articles, get Game Day magazine, listen to AM radio, watch the get what exactly. Exactly. You actually became a student of the game. You knew the game and not just the sport. Straight up. Straight up. But, I'm gonna keep on saying what I'm saying. Like I said, I want to thank y'all for helping me get to this point. Shout out to my man's Pizzle. Because a lot of times the people don't get credit and they be the ones that sometimes it don't even take much. Just a little inspiration could just be consistency, just showing up. And now for a person like me, when somebody invests their time and energy, don't even have a channel of their own. I keep telling them, bro, let's get your channel cracking. He like, man, I don't know if I want to do this because people weird. These writer content creators are weird. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Not all of them. That's why you need some ones out there that's gonna balance it out. Like he had to remind me about like how tailgates used to start on Thursdays. That's why now I do tailgate Thursdays to start the weekend. When they used to let you in the parking lot. People take Friday off, go to the parking lot Thursday night, or park on the outside. So when they open up the gate Friday morning, I know I come from that. Like we don't have that no more, but we still got that spirit though. Cause I see it. Like Kubiak said, it's important that we use that grit. Like the old Raiders, like you gotta resurge that. That's a real thing. It's not we kind of tried it with AP, but it's deeper than that. I mean, like he did his part. Don't get me wrong, because sometimes all it takes is he could have been like the little twigs that started, little kindling to start all this. So shout out to AP. Once a Raider, always a Raider. I ain't mad at you, bro. They just scapegoat you and you was over your head. They gave the Peter principle. They gave you the Peter principle. I mean, y'all know what the Peter principle is, where they hire you and elevate you higher than your level of competency. So then that way you're gonna fail and you're gonna get fired or quit or something. It ain't gonna work out. If it would have worked out, it would have worked out, but this wasn't set up to work out. But shout out to AP and Pete Carroll. I don't know what y'all was doing because you was over there funking with. I know why you was funking with Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly had it coming. Like and Chip Kelly, I know why you was funking with him because he put his son on your O line, so you wanted him to look bad too. Pete Carroll, you funking with Patrick Graham though, and you let my man only call 6 quarters all year. And he took that like a G. He didn't cause no issue because people already was talking bad about Patrick Graham, and Patrick Graham had our defense middle tier all the time. And we'd have been middle tier last year if our offense would score more than 14 points. He would have been middle tier defense we would have if we would have been on the field more than the offense, like we will be this year. We absolutely will be this year. Let's see. Y'all play Madden. We play catch. Right? Right? Yeah. 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 Our imaginary football game had dice, spinners, and cards, and we only played them at night on rainy days. I never knew how much AP got paid. Do you know? Let's find out. My big brother and I had the electric football game. Hey, you already know about that. Yeah. OG. Let's find out how much AP got paid. Y'all all remember the transaction section, like page 2 of oh yeah, the transactions. Yeah, yes, you just brought back memories with that, bro. Because that's how you used to tell what was going on in the league. Let's find out how much AP was getting paid. All right, Antonio Pierce signed a 3-year deal with the Raiders worth roughly $7 million per year, around $8 million owed following his firing. Court documents filed during a bankruptcy case indicated he was earning approximately $583,000 per month during his first full season as head coach. We did AP dirty. How we do AP dirty though? We did do AP dirty. The Raiders we do everybody dirty. That's why I don't understand why we were so mad about Max Crosby. I remember I was begging fools to get over their feelings as far as Max Crosby. Now I'm starting to see people appreciate Max Crosby for who he is, or act like it anyway. They're acting like it. So I'm glad to at least see that, because then at least that's infectious. everybody that's going to change their mind about it ain't going to be really got secret smoke from Max. Because we're going to go as well as Max plays. Because the offense can do whatever it is. If the defense can't stop nothing, then it's going to be all for naught. Then we're gonna have to assess how we gonna make the defense cohesive. The offense is gonna be cohesive after about 2 seasons. After about 2 seasons, we're gonna know what the offense does. So, yeah. Appreciate y'all for hacking into the show. You know, I appreciate the love. I know we owe. I appreciate the loyalty. I appreciate the realism. You already know it's one nation, Raider Nation, all day, every day. Let me let you get that answer off. You know, I'm a Raider. You're a Raider. I tell later, Las Vegas. And from wherever you are, too. There's Raiders everywhere. Frank, where were you back then? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Who's on? Let's see if anybody on right now. See the Raider content creators is on right now. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button, too, for your boy on the way out. Because if you didn't pay the fare walking in, can you at least pay it on the way out? Can you at least do that for your boy? I don't see nobody. Okay, Matthew Shack. Shout out to Matthew. You're a real one. Yep, it's all good. It said it said I'm still in Modesto. Born in Frisco, grew up and still live in the North Bay. 707, 707. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be back with the Bay Boys tonight. Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all about this. I'm gonna keep saying it until it catches on. I need to check my emails and all that. Flight Club debate show for whoever, whatever fan you are, but it's going to be start off for sure, mostly Raider. We're going to be having Raider talk. We're going to be talking about stuff during the season. We're going to be talking about stuff during training camp, and it's going to just be a panel show, and we all just going to talk about it and debate each other's topics. And if the crowd decide they want to see 2 people in particular go at it for 30 minutes, then we will have that go down. We will have it go down. So we're going to have a debate show. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the like button because we got big things happening. We're going to have the memberships page back. Okay?
I'm a Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. Recipes to Al Davis.